Hi guys, I know it's been months, but look, trying to get more consistent. I finally got time on my hands. All right, so today, what I want to talk to you guys about is types of social work and different types of social workers. All right, so you got three different type of practices with social work. You got micro, mezzo, and macro. Okay, micro is just like what it sounds. You're individualizing, you're working one-on-one, whether it's with an individual or it's with families, but your focus is them. Y'all having a lot of focus time, a lot of detail orientation and everything like that. Okay, mezzo is like groups, so you're doing like a lot of group therapy, group cohesion, and things like that. Macro is more like on an organizational, community, societal type of level, so it's a big group of people. Now, going into the types, so you have several types of social workers. Okay, it's a lot. So disclaimer, you may see me flipping pages because I want to make sure I hit all of the different types of social workers that there are. All right, so first things first is administration and management. All right, so you have those type of social workers are primarily like program directors, directors of social services, things like that. Like they're in the managerial, and their purpose is like to make sure that the ethics is being followed, that they understand the social policies, the different procedures, making sure that billing is good, things like that. You have child and family social workers, and those people primarily work with children. A lot of the children have like trauma or behavioral issues, emotional issues, and they're working with that as well as with the family, so they can be giving parents advice for different types of services that they may need. All right, you have community social workers. Community social workers are like grassroots, nonprofit. They're in the community and they're working. You hear me? They are making sure that the community has what it needs, that the people in the population that lives within a community has what they need. They're fighting for people. Okay. You have criminal justice. Okay, so criminal justice is, prison, courthouses. They work with inmates, people on probation and parole, families of people that's going through all of this, and so that's what they work with. You have social workers that are in the field of gerontology, and what that is that they are working with the elderly population. Okay, they are making sure that they have what they need: housing, insurance, anything that's going on with them. Okay, you have medical and hospital social workers. Okay, they're working in hospitals, they're working in facilities, something that's doing with health. All right, and they are making sure that they have everything that they need, whether that's emotionally, financially, for paying the hospital bills, making sure that they have all the resources that they need, things like that. They also kind of probably deal with lost my train of thought. They also kind of deal with discharge planning. So when you leave the hospital, or if you've just gotten some type of diagnosis, make sure that you have the resources and able to live a healthy life, things like that. All right, so then you got mental health and substance abuse. With these you do a lot. So mental health period, like disorders, anxiety, depression, all of that. Substance abuse, drugs, alcohol, prescription drugs, tobacco, all of that. Cover that, work with that, and helping a person get their life back together. All right, you have military and veteran social work. What that is what it says. You're dealing with people that were or are in the military. You're also dealing with their families, making sure that they have what they need, that they're comfortable, and things like that. Also, like probably primarily focusing on PTSD. A lot of military personnel, when they come back home, have trouble fitting back into civilian life because they are traumatized. You spend X amount of time away from regular life. When you come back, it can be kind of hard to get back to regular scheduling. All right, so then you have palliative and hospice social workers. I say that these people are a special breed. You are dealing with people that have either a very, very serious diagnosis or a terminal diagnosis. And what that means is that they're probably not going to have, that much longer on this earth, or at least that's the calculation. Of course, there's no 100% way of knowing that. But you're making them comfortable. Your main job is making sure that they're comfortable and that they have peace. And so that takes a special breed, because that can very well wear on you emotionally. That can be an agency, it could be a private practice. I want you to know that all of these things can possibly be a private practice depending on your licensure. And so that's where, following in with the regulations, state regulations, the board regulations, things like that come into play. But all of these can be, all of these populations that these social workers serve can be serviced in private practice. All right, and last but not least, you have school social workers, okay? School social workers deal with children in the schools. Dealing with things such as like truancy, bullying, family problems, things like that. They also kind of help out when there's been a significant event during the school year, like a peer of the students has passed away, the student has behavior issues, making sure that school knows what's going on at home and accommodating that. They're really just there to really help children thrive. And so that's what they do. Oh, I said last but not least, but there's one more left. Psychiatric. So psychiatric is kind of coinciding with mental health, but they're more like inpatient, which is a long-term care facility, and they're making sure that the people that are in there are getting us the help that they need to return to their baseline functioning. Okay, you also working with the families to make sure they know how to care for them and what they need to do moving forward. Okay, so that's it. I did this on my lunch break. That's it for today. I wanted to tell you about this. I'm going to leave the names of them in the box below. Comment what you think, some more topics that you would like to see, and hopefully it will not be another 3 months before I get to upload. Hopefully it'll be soon. All right, y'all, take care of yourselves out here. Wash your hands, stay safe.